Hey, what's going on, people? Found Community, YouTube, what's happening? Will, back here with another video. It's been fun. It's been so fun. I just got back from Texas about a week ago. I found two incredible collections, brought them all back to Georgia, and just the other day I hit an unbelievable collection that was at an estate sale that had started Friday, and we went yesterday, which was Sunday, and nobody had touched these unbelievable original jazz pressings, some stuff that's been on my want list for a long time. So I can't wait to show you guys. But first I want to show you, in case any of y'all didn't know, I do a weekly auction on eBay. You know, help support the habit. So I want to show you guys just a little taste of what's going to be coming up next week. I got a live auction going on right now. I got some really great rock original presses. Yeah, check it out. I'll put a link in the comments. But man, so most of this is from the estate sale from yesterday, and it's unbelievable. They were sitting in a box right up front. As soon as you walked in, it had a piece of paper on it that said records, and then it had $3 signs on it. And the first one that I'd seen, I'll show you. But let me show you some of the ones just a taste of what's gonna be up on next week's auction. Give you kind of idea of some of the stuff that was in there. First up is this Jazz Composers Workshop. Now this is a original 1956 on Savoy. Look how clean that is. All of them were just unbelievable. Man, it's got Charles Mingus. It's got Tio Macero, Mal Waldron, John LaPorta. Really good. That'll be up next week, y'all. This one here, I was tempted to keep this one, but I'm kind of, I know it's a little douchey of me, but I really like original presses. I really do like original presses. Now there's a few titles where I'll hold the reissue, especially if it's just so rare, until I can find an original press. This was a good example. I'm gonna hold out on original presses, but this is a really good one. This is Dexter Gordon. This is it's a 66 Liberty. Look at that thing. There ain't a mark on it. I played it last night. It is so clean. But Dexter Gordon, Sonny Clark, Butch Warren, Billy Higgins. This is a really good one. It's going to be going up in next week's auction. All my bids start at $1. So you got a good shot. I'd never seen this one. And then when I looked it up and I started listening, I was like, man, this is really cool. This is another one of those that you like to keep. But this is Glenn Branca, The Ascension. Now, this is an original 1981 press. This is kind of like it's like rock industrial, not like field recordings, but it's this it's God, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess the word I'm looking for is good. It's really good. I was tempted to keep it, but it's got the little stamp right there somebody had put on there. Pretty well wanted record, and it's strange too. But I like it. It's really good. Okay, this next one here. This is an album that a lot of people love to hate. If you love this particular artist, that's Metallica Reload. This is an original 97 press. Now when I was coming up, you know, this was a hot album when I was a kid. Well, I say kid, I was in high school, but they had just Load was before this, and really good songs. I don't know what people's, I mean, I get the sound is different when you compare it to, say, you know, Master of Puppets or Injustice for All. Of course, when you compare it to that, it is different. It's a little more bubblegum, I guess you say, but it's still Metallica, guys. It's an original press. So if you're looking for it, it's gonna be up next week. This one, another one I was tempted to keep. This one was sealed. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Mother's Milk. It's an original, what is this, 89? Yep, it was original 89 press. It was sealed, but let the people have it. you'll get a shot at it. Another one, Clash. This is an original. Try to burn through these so I can show you guys the keepers, man. I found so many unbelievable keepers that I might have to dig off in the collection and sell some stuff just to just to make up for it. This one I'd never heard of it, and you guys that like the folk rock type deal from like the late '60s will probably recognize this. I'd never heard of it, but they had it. All these, especially at this estate sale, they were so cheap. I'll give you some examples when I show you some of the keepers. But this is Gene Clark with the Gosden Brothers. That's an original mono pressing. Yeah, good folky rock kind of sound. And it's it's not super expensive. It's not cheap either. Good clean copies will go about $100. Yeah, really good one. Really clean. Public Enemy. That's an original pressing too on Def Jam. Now I had a clean copy of this. I traded it to Dylan at Noble Records. Shout out, man. The one I had was super clean. It was had the shrink, had the hype sticker. I don't regret it. It's not really my flavor. This was sealed. I busted the top on this. That's an OG. When did this come out? 1990. 98, I think. No, 99. Method Man, Blackout. Method Man and Redman. Cure. Try to burn through these a little quick. Talking Heads, Stop Making Sense. Of course, original pressing. Super clean. Let's see if we can get it in there. How clean that thing is. I don't get the Talking Heads. I mean, I don't know. It's that 80s. It's that 80s sound. Original press. Red Hot Chili Peppers. I think this is 87, 86. Yeah, 1987. Really good. Look how young those guys are. Look at Anthony and Flea. Well, they look like kids, don't they? They look like kids. That's good stuff. I was tempted to keep this one, but they're not that hard to find. I'll find another one later. That's Poison. Open up and say ah. All y'all know that this cover was originally censored, re-released, where it was like the black widescreen bar over the top. Good stuff. Now, check out these hot dudes right here. That's right, guys. Poison debut. That's their debut. I mean, just look at them. I love glam hair metal, and just seeing that, I mean. That's good stuff, man. God, if this was the first pressing, I'd keep this. It's Miles Davis, Bags Groove. It's that Jersey label. Really clean. And that's just a sample of kind of stuff I'll put up in next week's auction. Okay, do some keepers. These are unbelievable. I got these in no particular order. I know in some of the other videos I like to put the best stuff at the end. These are in no particular order. First off, this is one I found in Texas. Lou Takes Off, Lou Donaldson. This is an original, it's 1958 mono press with Sonny Clark, Donald Byrd, Curtis Fuller, George Joyner, Art Taylor. Unbelievable, hard to find. Happy to add it to the Blue Notes. Now this guy's hot right now. This guy's hot, and I get it. He's a hell of a player. This is the return of Art Pepper. Now, this is a 1958 on Score. The original was in 57 on a Jazz West label. Those are gonna a little more rare, can fetch a little more. This one's just as good. It's super clean, and they're tough. They're tough to find. And this one came out. This one came out of that estate sale the other day. Oh, what city was I? I think I was in Lawrenceville. Lawrenceville or Duluth? Yeah, Lawrenceville. Yeah. Art Pepper, he's hot right now. This one I won in an eBay auction. I set my highest bid, and then towards the last hour, I just couldn't take the stress of it anymore. I couldn't take it. My heart was about to jump out of my chest, and then I looked back, and sure enough, it was I gotta pay for this now. Totally freaking worth it. Pluto. This is a 1971. I don't know if this is Germany or UK. I think it's the UK. But man, an incredible rock power. You know, it's not heavy, but it is just so good, and such a great cover too. I love this cover. These are tough to find. Now this is a quartet. It's a rock quartet, guys. So good, tough to find. Clean copy too. Take a look at that. Woo! That thing's minty, folks. Minty. Slide that back in there. Be gentle. Okay, this one's so cool. I've probably over the last I don't know 4 or 5 years, I've probably come across 100 copies of this record. They're always beat to death. Happy to find an original pressing. It's Run DMC, their debut, 1984. Yeah, Rick Rubin doing the thing. I got the other Run DMC with all of their mega radio hits, you know, Adidas and all that good stuff. Happy to have that. I love Run DMC. I love that early hip hop boogie kind of before the lyrics got really violent. I really like that. I really like that 80s sound. Next up, Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood. It's original. It's a first pressing. I can't remember. Does this have? Of course it does. Yeah, Kickstart My Heart. Killer stuff. This one's been on my want list for a long time. Really hard to find. I've come across a few, like in record shops. They always got the ringwear. God, and ringwear is just ugly to look at. This is a freaking killer album. That's Danzig's. That's the original 1988 pressing. You guys know Danzig. Started the Misfits, Samhain, all that good stuff. He did his own thing here. God, what a voice, dude. What a voice he has. That very first jam, dude, the guitar riffs are so awesome in here. Twist of Cain. Bluesy kind of guitar, heavy, really good. What a voice he has too. I mean, it's so distinguishable. It sticks out the best. This one I won at an auction. I didn't get this at a state sale or in Texas. This is another one when I was buying that reaction. This was another one of those deals. I set my highest bid. I was like, I'm not gonna pay no more than this, and sure enough, you want it. That's Juju on Strata East. Message from Mozambique. I hope I said that right. You guys know, so I talk about Strata East. I get my hot, sticky record collecting goo all over every place when I talk about Strata East. Love it. Love this record. First song, Struggle, Home. It's that free jazz like build up where it just builds and builds and builds. The piano is amazing. I mean, they go ham on this record. Really great. Really happy I got this. Rarely come up for sale, so I'm really happy to have an original pressing of that. This is one that come out of that collection in Texas. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen an original pressing before. That's Pink Floyd, Saucer Full of Secrets. It's an original UK mono press. This is the real deal. First thing. There's a lot of flack about this record. A lot of people don't like it. I know it's the transition from Syd Barrett finally left. You get your real kind of first glimpse of Gilmour and Waters together. It's really good. I like it. I was reading a lot of reviews just just doing a little feeling out the market for it. There's always a huge market for Pink Floyd. Don't get it twisted. But real the Pink Floyd enthusiasts, the diehards, there was a lot of negative complaints on it. I don't get it. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was great. Okay, this one I never heard of this band before. This is called Indwella. This is World's End. This is a white label promo, guys. This is really good, kind of folky, psychedelic. They had their very first album was titled Indwella's Dream, which I think it was out of the UK. Beautiful color, psychedelic type cover, and it's rare. Like pressings of that go for like $1,000, $1,500. But happy I had this. I listened to it and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep that one. And it's rare too, and it's white label. Not hard to make that decision. This is the second album I have of this artist. Any of y'all guys watch my video or follow me on Instagram? I picked up a collection in South Carolina, and it had. I picked up my first record of this guy. That's Townes Van Zandt. For the sake of the song, original press on Poppy. Unbelievable songwriter. It's got his song "Waiting Around to Die," which he says I think was the very first song that he either the very first song that he wrote or that he recorded. I think it's the first song that he said he wrote. He's probably been writing songs since he was a kid, teenager. I don't know. But Townes Van Zandt, so good, so good. Okay, here's some more jazz that came out of that collection the other day. Again, these were so mispriced. It was unbelievable. Like this one right here, $60 for this one. It's Charles Mingus, the Clown. Now this isn't a black label, but it's a 59 mono. It's the next reissue. I think 57. Either 57 or 50, I think it was 1957, it was the original on the Black Atlantic label, which those are tough to find. This one's a little more rare, but my God, I've been wanting a copy of this for a long, long time. Hey, I think we need to flip the record. Okay, back to it. Again, this is that hot guy. Everybody wants him right now. I think a lot of it's because they just reissued his they just reissued this one. Art Pepper meets the Rhythm Section. Now, of course, this is a 57 mono pressing. It sounds amazing, but they just reissued that. So, and it's been a lot of people's. I've been watching a lot of videos. A lot of people want this, but this one here. The Artistry of Pepper is an original 62 mono on Pacific Jazz. So good. And if you notice, it's the exact same outfit. Exact same outfit. So, Art Pepper, man. So good. Man, now this record here, I've lost bids on this record. I can't tell you how many times it comes up on eBay, and it's either an auction or it's something that's for sale. But the people that ask, buy it now, usually, man, the prices are just way too high. So a couple of times I've lost out on auction. This was like I said, this was in that box from yesterday. Can't believe I found it. G.G. Grice and the Jazz Lab Quintet. This is an original stereo pressing. I mean, just look at that. You got Donald Byrd, Art Taylor, Wendell Marshall, Wade Legge. Anyway, piano player, but God, look how clean this is. So the story was, I asked the lady as I was checking out, look how clean that is. I was asking the lady as I was checking out, I was like, so, of course after I'd already paid. I said, well, where do these come from? She said, oh, a guy, let me back up a sec. So this wasn't an estate sale like at someone's house. This is somebody had posted an ad on estatesales.net saying estate sales here, blah, 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 blah. Great pictures, but when we pulled up to the address, it was like a it was a store that specialized in used vintage handmade. That's what it said up front, like vintage handmade stuff. And they had two different sections. So in the section in the back, she's like, that's where the estate sale is. So I get it. So they take people's estate that's going to put up an estate sale, and they just do it on that empty side of the business, which is kind of a good idea because they got a lot of parking and things like that. So that's where it was. So anyway, so she said a man had just recently gotten divorced and sold pretty much everything he had and moved to Hawaii, living the dream. Thank you, sir. Thank you for letting these go. So only got a few more left. This next one here, I've been on a hunt for any early copy of this that I could find. This isn't original, but it's not far off. This is an unbelievable recording. Probably one of the best live jazz recordings out there. That's what my ear says. That's the Bill Evans Trio, Sunday at the Vanguard. Now, I think this was released in 1961. This is a 66 on Riverside. It sounds so good. It sounds so good. And this is just such an amazing recording. Him and Scott LaFaro, Bill Evans, man, when they team up, and Scott LaFaro's, when his, the composition that he writes, oh, so good. So good. I'm so happy to have this. Of course, I want an original pressing, man, but those are going for $1,000 or more. Even beat up copy of an original will probably be, $500-600. But guys, this is such a beautiful. I know it's been re-released to no end. This is such a beautiful recording. God, I would love to have been at that concert. Bill Evans, man, get some. Another one's been on my want list for a long time. Portrait and Jazz, Bill Evans Trio. Now, this is a second press. So it's on that blue Riverside, but it doesn't have the deep groove, and it has the ink after the name. I think this was I think this came out in 61 also. So this is a 61 press. It just doesn't have the deep groove, and it has that ink. God, it sounds so good. It sounds so good. I love Bill Evans. I love the way he plays. I need more. All right, guys, we're getting down to the last three. Skid Row. I know, kind of far out of the mix from what I've just been showing, but this is an original press. Takes me back to my childhood again, guys. Y'all been watching my recent videos. I've been really snatching up a lot of that late 80s hair, glam, hard rock. Dude, Skid Row. It's got everything. Youth Gone Wild, Remember Me, 18 to Life. Skid Row, baby. Good stuff. This one, now these last two were in that estate sale in that box. I really should have started recording my digs and my hunts. I know I've missed out, man. I've missed out on some really good content. But anyway, this one here's been on my want list, and I couldn't believe they had another $60 price tag on this. That's Gary Mulligan, Night Lights. It's an original stereo press on Philips. Unbelievably clean. Like, it is spotless. Look at that. Unbelievably clean. I gave it a spin the other night. It sounds so good. This is really, you and the old lady might want to have some low light dinner. You throw this thing on. Yeah, it's romantic. It's really good. Really nice. Really hard to find, and not cheap. But like I said, when I seen that price, it was unbelievable. Gary Mulligan, Night Lights. Now this was the very first record that I had seen in that box. Like, it was right up front. It was right up front. $40 price tag they had on it. I couldn't believe it, and I just started grabbing. I started grabbing. Now there was crap in there too, but everything they just had everything mislabeled. I don't know, maybe they was looking on eBay, or I don't know what they were doing. This one here is, of course, been on my want list too. Lightning Hopkins. It's an original, I think this is 1959 on Folkways. Really nice. Oh, it's so good. Lightning Hopkins, you know, he's the man. You know, trying to find everything I can by him. Penitentiary Blues, See That My Grave Is Kept Clean, She's Mine. So many good songs on here. So many good songs on here. I'm looking for that Mojo Hand. Anybody out there wants to get rid of that Mojo Hand? Let me know. But man, Lightning Hopkins. And just look at that cover too. If that ain't one of the coolest blues covers you've ever seen, I don't know what you're looking at. All right, guys, that's it. Quick little 25-minute video. I got so many. I couldn't even show everything in this video. All the that I've probably bought 1,500 records of unbelievable stuff. Follow me on Instagram, Southern Grails. You know, I'm always taking pictures of some of the cool stuff that I'm finding. And there's just so much more unbelievable records. I can't show them all in one video. So come back, and you know, I'll show you what I got. We'll see you.